Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, and evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Hello and welcome back to Not a Watch Snob. I am your host, Bill. And here we are at Chernobyl. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is Chernobyl. And we have something very exciting for you. We have a Vostok. I think Chernobyl's in Russia. I don't know. I'm not a nerd. But I decided to do something special, fly all the way to Chernobyl and review this watch. So let's check it out. The Vostok Amphibia Neptune. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, he picked the wrong time to review a Vostok. Because of, well, you know, but I always say there's no better time to rip off a Band-Aid than right now. So let's talk about this watch. A lot of people don't know about this, but Chernobyl actually wasn't a nuclear disaster. It was actually caused by aliens. The history of this watch is as follows. Vostok, which literally translates to F*** America. No, I'm just joking. It means east. Vostok is a Russian watchmaker, and the company mainly produces rugged military watches. The company was founded in 1942 when one of Moscow's watchmaking plants, called Moscow's First Watch Factory, aka Poljot, was evacuated by the Germans due to their advance on Moscow during, well, I guess pick a war at this point because they've caused all of them. At first, only defense equipment was produced during the war years, but soon after the war was over, the company started making mechanical watches. The movement in this watch is the Vostok 2432. It's 200 meters water resistant. The wobble crown, which is Vostok is famously known for. The wobble crown is something that Vostok did in 1963. They were tasked with developing a dive watch for the Russian military. One of the requirements was it had to be in stainless steel, which they had never worked with before. When attempting to cut the crown guards on these cases, they just kept on breaking, and they needed another way to protect the stem and the movement from shock. So to overcome this tooling issue, they put a clutch on the crown. You'll notice when winding or setting the time, you must pull the crown outward and kind of engage a little bit of pressure on that to engage the clutch. And when the crown is screwed down, the clutch is disengaged, thus providing protection for the stem and from shock. This is an automatic bidirectional rotating bezel, and it has winding. The large crowns are also used so that you can operate this watch with gloves, considering it's probably cold as a witch's titty in Russia.
Why does a watch have to be so damn serious?
The reference number is 960716. The case width is 41 millimeters. The case depth is 15 millimeters. The case lug to lug is 46 millimeters, and the strap width is 18 millimeters. The strap is obviously stainless steel. The water resistant, like I mentioned, is 200 meters.
Oops, I dropped it again.
And yes, it is automatic self-winding. The glass is a Hardlex crystal, and it has luminous markers and hands. The pros and cons of this watch are as follows. Pro. Honestly, for the price, I have to say I find this watch to be stellar. Its dial is impeccable, and its ruggedness is unmatched.
And is it the AK-47 of watches? Yeah, I think so.
At first, when I went to set it, I was like, wow, look at this cheap-ass watch. But I ended up actually really enjoying the history of that wobble crown. And originally, it was going to be a con. So thank you, history, for proving me otherwise. This watch has exceeded expectations. The one con I have to say is that I hate the function of the bezel, meaning I don't really like the bidirectional. It just feels kind of cheap. I wish it had some clicking to it. But hey, I like the look of the bezel, so that's all that really matters. Pro. Honestly, the band isn't as uncomfortable as people say. I mean, I think for what it is, it's not bad at all. Like, for example, it could be a Seiko. But then again, I'm the first hairless Italian in the world, so I don't really have hairy arms to pull out. So I guess if I were a real man, this band would suck. But again, I don't really care. Pro. 200 smackaroonies for this Vostok. I mean, and the quality does not seem bad at all. At this price, you could even put a smile on Putin's face. So I think that 200 bucks is not bad at all for this watch. All in all, it's a solid watch that I'm very happy with, and I look forward to wearing it for a long time to come. Huge shout out to my channel members, Jimmy Noises and Synthetic Evil. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you like my content, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, repeat, and join my channel for more perks. Also, feel free to check out notawatchsnob.com for the look what I said there. Talk about a Freudian slip. But go ahead and check out notawatchsnob.com for the best prices on the internet, I swear to God, for all your favorite brands, including Ocean Crawler, Bossell, and also we have Pingani Design. And remember, I'm not a watch snob, and neither are you. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy.